You know that very specific type of panic and you lose your phone?
Oh, yeah?
Right. You tear the living room apart, checking
Mhm.
the couch cushions, and then you realize you were actually talking on it the whole time.
Happens to the best of us.
It's a humbling reminder that our brains are just, well, they're really great at missing what's right in front of
Yeah.
us. And if you take that concept and apply it to the Milky Way galaxy, it gets fascinating. We've been looking at the stars for millennia, but a new headline suggests we might have missed a massive dark detail hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, it's a classic case of looking but not seeing. You're referring to the headline about Gaia detecting a swarm of black holes, I assume.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the word swarm is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. It sounds like some kind of sci-fi invasion fleet.
It really does sound ominous.
So our mission for this deep dive is to look at the actual data from the European Space Agency and figure out, is this a death swarm? Or is this just an incredible scientific breakthrough that changes how we understand our galaxy?
I am very happy to report it is firmly the latter. It's a deeply inspiring breakthrough. It centers on a star cluster called Palomar 5, which astronomers have known about for a while, but it's always been a bit of an oddball.
Right, Palomar 5. It's about 80,000 light years away. And usually globular clusters are these tight, dense, almost like glitter bombs of stars. But Palomar 5 is generally described as fluffy.
Fluffy is the actual technical term, believe it or not. It's incredibly low density compared to its peers, and crucially, it has this massive tidal stream.
Like a river of stars.
Exactly. A river of stars just leaking out of it that spans 20 degrees across the night sky.
So it's actively dissolving. Now, Gaia, which for you listening is a space observatory, not a traditional camera mapped the motion of these stars. But Gaia didn't take a picture of the black holes directly, right?
Correct. Gaia acts a lot more like a cartographer. It gave us the map of how the stars were moving. To actually find the black holes, researchers had to use N-body simulations.
Got it. And for everyone listening, think of an N-body simulation like a high-end physics engine in a video game. You plug in the gravity, the mass, the time, and it calculates how everything moves over billions of years.
That is a perfect analogy. The researchers essentially tried to reverse engineer Palomar 5 using that physics engine. They asked, what ingredients do we need to make a cluster that looks this fluffy and has this specific tail of stars?
Right.
But when they ran the model with just normal stars, it completely failed. The cluster would have collapsed or flown apart in a totally different way.
So the math just didn't math.
Not until they added a secret ingredient. The only way to replicate Palomar 5's exact structure was to populate it with an overabundance of black holes. The simulation predicts about 100 stellar mass black holes are hiding inside it right now.
Wow. And when we say stellar mass, we aren't talking about the supermassive giants at the center of galaxies. These are roughly 20 times the mass of the sun. But 100 of them is still about 20% of the cluster's total mass.
Yeah,
That is a lot of dark gravity concentrated in one spot.
it really is. And before we get into the absolutely beautiful future of this cluster, we should mention our sponsor, Embersilk.
Absolutely. Because if you love optimizing systems, which nature is clearly doing with gravity here, you really need to check out Embersilk. They specialize in AI training, automation, and integration.
They are fantastic at uncovering exactly where AI agents can make the most tangible impact for your business or your personal life.
Yeah, it's all about working smarter and building a better future. Check them out at embersilk.com for your AI needs. Now back to Palomar 5. We have this fluffy cluster held together by black holes. The simulation implies they are there, but what happens to them next?
Well, gravity is a very patient sculptor. The simulation shows that Palomar 5 is slowly transforming. In about 1 billion years, the cluster will dissolve completely, the visible stars will scatter, and what will remain is a pure, invisible stream of black holes silently orbiting the Milky Way.
A ghost stream. That is honestly incredibly cool. It's like an invisible river of gravity just flowing through space. But I have to ask, since this is based on a simulation, do we have physical proof that black holes of this size even exist out in the galactic halo?
That's the million-dollar question. And Gaia actually provided the definitive answer with a completely different discovery called Gaia BH3.
Oh, that's the specific black hole they found recently?
Yes. Gaia directly detected a single black hole, BH3, which is 33 times the mass of the Sun. It is the most massive stellar origin black hole we've ever found in our galaxy.
So BH3 physically proves these objects exist, And the Palomar 5 simulation shows us how they live together in these vast communities.
Precisely. It entirely validates the model. It shifts our perspective from just looking at the bright, visible lights to actually understanding the invisible framework that holds our whole galaxy together. Gaia is basically becoming a black hole detection machine.
I love that perspective so much. It feels like we're finally seeing the code behind the universe. Instead of being something to fear, it's like we're unlocking a brand new level of understanding.
Absolutely.
If Palomar 5 is dissolving into a stream of black holes, it makes you wonder how many other invisible ghost streams from long-dead clusters are already flowing through the Milky Way, just waiting for human ingenuity to invent the right tools to see them.
It really highlights that we are just at the very beginning of a golden age of astronomy. There is so much more wonder out there for us to discover.
A whole universe full of invisible wonders. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show.
And hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out.
Thanks for tuning in.